book I read, and then I jumped into this field because everything is basically physics and coding. So since I know the physics well, so I faced no problem. The biology part, the coding part I learned from this book, and then I was advised to join to attend a class at biochemistry. So I attended that class. After 3 days, I left the class. I told the teacher that in these 3 days, you have not written a single sentence on the blackboard. And being a physicist, I don't find it very interesting because there is no equation. How can I understand anything without equation? And then he said, and actually she told me that, but this is biochemistry class. I said, maybe biochemistry class, but I don't find it interesting. I can learn it. So instead, I took a class parallel computing. Okay, because I need to do coding, so I took parallel coding, all those classes. So what I want to tell you that if you have interest, then you can do it. Okay, that's not must thing. Just read one good book like Protein Physics. You will have enough background that you need to do.
Okay.
Okay. Just read some paper. You will. At least for you, the advantage of being a computer science, you know all the modern language like the Python and all those things. And in my life, I'm continuously learning. I started with Fortran, then Arcane. I started learning R, and then suddenly they say that okay, then we used to use Spark. And then suddenly 2012, 13 onwards, they say, no, everything has to be written in Python. Then again, started learning Python. And you know that from PhD onwards, nobody teaches you. You have to learn it on your own. You just take a book and just learn it. That's all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. One more thing, as a mechanical engineer, if we want to do some molecular, study in mechanical properties perspective, like yield stress, then stresses, strain, cell model of like into cell model of any cell model, basically to construct on maybe by ANSYS or by COMSOL. So what you suggest, how I'm actually going for this this thing, like mechanical properties of the biological cells?
So there is this software called LAMMPS. You know that?
No, sir. What is that?
LAMMPS. I'm writing it on the chat.
Okay.
You need this software. LAMMPS is also another molecular dynamics package that is heavily used by the mechanical engineer for this material study actually. This is good for material science also, to study all those strain relationship and all those things. You can use labs actually. It has relevant useful for that.
And to model certain cell, sir, what software you are suggesting for create a model and experimentation on that, like cell culture dish and all that in the software?
To generate, you mean grid and other things?
Yeah, like culturing of the cell, to study the culturing of the cell in the model form. So if we create some cell, like separate some cell from human body or any plant or any animal, we need to like we do the experimentation, we study that under the microscope. But same thing if we want to do maybe the image analysis or maybe the modeling of that into the computer by using computer. So any particular software you are aware or suggest something like that?
That I don't know actually. I'm sorry for that, but I can look into it. Get back.
Okay. But thank you, sir, for these two important things. I will definitely go. So this book you told about the proteins physics. It is again related to like physiology of proteins.
No. If it is physiology, I would have kept the book and I would have never walked in this area.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a guy who attended biochemistry class for 3 days and left the class.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I got that.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, this is Anupam Dev from Haldia Institute of Technology. Sir, recently I have completed my PhD in biomathematics, and actually I had a interest in computational biology. Actually, I want to do some computing works because my subject was in IIT Guwahati when I was doing masters. I was in mathematics and computing, and from that time onwards, I was
Are you from
yes,
IT? Okay.
no IIT Guwahati, sir. That's from IIT Guwahati.
No, for masters, from where did you get it?
Uh, Mathematics and computing, that as my master's was from a mathematics and computing, and from
Yeah,
that I was
I'm asking from which institute?
IIT Guwahati, sir,
Okay, both from IT.
and I have done my PhD from NIT Durgapur.
Okay.
And so, sir, I want to start that means include this computational biology, because computing was one of my area of interest. So can you suggest me, sir, as a just like a beginner, if if I try to start, then what are the major area that should I focus on first? My background is mathematics, so how to start with?
Now, you know that since you are already a mathematical biologist, I don't know, I mean, which area. So you work on ecology or other things?
Ecology, yes, sir. Ecology and population dynamics, those things I was working on. Yeah.
That you work on. So I don't know, I mean, you can, I don't know whether you this also can study this bacteria flagella movement using all these stochastic models. Also, you can study those kind of things. But if you are really interested into do molecular dynamic simulation on other things, like this kind of study, okay. So I should say the same books that I suggested, you should read that one, and you are ready to work on it. And for you can also just some tutorials for AMBAR, okay, this molecular dynamics package. I'm sending you this link. You can practice, but you can request them. Generally, they give you free. If you request them, this software they give you free, okay. And I am just telling that you need to spend 2.5 lakh to have a good one, Pentium i7 processor, RTX 2060 GPU card. So that's all you can use it, okay, for this kind of simulation study. But for you, I think much more interesting would be to work on system biology. For instance, to study the protein-protein interaction network, okay? Or you want to study, say, disease thing. Okay, so which network is responsible for the disease, and what are the secondary interactions are responsible? Like some metabolites network, okay? So those kind of thing would be very apt for you and easier for you to transit. Because as a mathematician, you already know the graph theory and all those things. So easily you can, even for the computer scientists also, they all know graph theory and all those things. So you can use those concepts to study these protein-protein interaction, protein-ligand interactions, or for the disease. You have the bunch of, you can create the tree actually, okay? And from that tree, you can then see which are the dominant interactions that you can get it from the network analysis. Then you can see, okay, this is the path actually that causes this disease and should be targeted for designing drugs. So you can do this genomic analysis actually, next generation sequencing analysis, that you can do it. It would be very good for you, computer science and as both for mathematics student actually.
And one informal thing is that Sir Sukhendu Ghosh, I think you might have know him at IIT Jodhpur. Sukhendu Ghosh, mathematics department. Oh no, okay. So he's a very good friend of mine. Okay, he's from IIT Madras, and his graduation was from Midnapur College. Okay. Anyway, I think, sir, thank you so much for your valuable session. And sir, can I have your contact info so that I can directly contact you?
Okay, so this is my email ID. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sorry, sir. Sir, you are from IIT Indore. I thought that you are from IIT Jodhpur. Okay, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anupam.
Sir. Anupam there, sir. Fine. Here to one mathematician is there in as his name is Manav Kumar. Do remember me when you have a collaboration with Paramilkar, sir. Okay. So, sir, one bottom line question. Suppose I know algorithms in machine learning or deep learning. So that is that's what my tool is. Now I find it difficult to get into biology part. Now how to get this transition? What do you suggest? In which area of biology should one venture into if he's maybe an average person in machine learning and deep learning?
So for you guys, I would say the best thing would be to do. So what we talk about is mostly, it is called biophysics, okay, computational biophysics. But you are most fitted in bioinformatics actually.
Bioinformatics, fine sir, fine sir, fine sir.
So like sequence analysis and all those things actually. The same thing that I suggested Dr. Anupam also, that you can work on, because you need to employ there all these machine learning approach, graph theoretic approach, all those things you need to employ there. There's a lot of applications actually.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And currently, as I say, for drug discovery also, we are using machine learning and artificial intelligence, because you have to, say, for example, screen 1.3 billion compounds, then how would you do it? Okay, that's also in a reasonable time frame.
Sir. Yes, sir. Sir, when you talk of machine learning, sir, what are the data set in simple layman terms? I'm asking. Normally, CSV Excel files we are manipulating. You are getting the data sets in those. Sir, is there any CSV Excel files available from some biology portal from which we can download the data set and work on it?
Generally, for biology, our main source of data is rcsp.org, okay, for structural biology related. So from there itself, you can get the sequence also. And then there is UniProt server. For glycans also, there is server for glycomics. So there are a lot of portals are available. We get data from there and then curate it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Just a minute, sir. Yeah, sir. Participants, if you don't have any question, then let's move on to the valedictory function. Yeah, Rashmi Ranjan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, good morning, Parimal, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, sir. Actually, yesterday you talked about one paper that is deep duck. Something you told about deep duck, if I can remember correctly. What actually they have done on that? Can you briefly tell about what?
To be honest, they didn't also discuss much into this area. Let me just let me see the page. I'm sending you, this paper is free, so I'm just sending you. You can check it. They didn't talk much about their method and they didn't show it either. They just tell these things, okay? So I have shared the paper, you can take it in your spare time. Probably you'll get to know what they have done. Because I have not visited their original paper actually, to be honest, what they did. I'm sorry for that.
Okay, all right, sir. All right, I will go through it.
Okay, participants, let's move on to valedictory function. So once again, I invite you all to this valedictory function. Just a minute, I will stop this recording.